There's men who are against me, and I was successful. This time, same thing. 6,000, 7,000 against me, but God with me. It's all the world can be against me. It's nothing if God with me.
In that same fight, you went 12 rounds for the first time in your career. Has that showed you that you could stay disciplined and box and take it over the distance if Tyson makes it awkward for 12 rounds? Or do you believe that it has to end inside the distance?
I don't know what's going to happen in the fight, but of course we'll prepare for all distances.
The man is ready. Now, Tyson Fury has been dropped 8 times in his career, with 4 of those coming in the last 6 fights, and you built your career on knockouts. Do you believe you hit hard enough to keep Tyson Fury down?
What's your question again?
Tyson Fury has been down 8 times in his career, with 4 of those coming in the last 6 fights, so more recently. You built your career on knockouts. Do you believe you hit hard enough to keep Tyson on the canvas?
No, guys, nobody knows what's going to be happening in the fight, but we can just make a reason to win what we can do. Just.
Arslan, thank you very much. We look forward to seeing it. Now, Tyson. We've got to stop calling them retirements. They're more like sabbaticals now. It's more like just a little break away from the sport, holidays from work. Let's start with the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. Why have you decided to come back? And was there a catalyst? Was there one moment where you thought, you know what, I've still got it?
First of all, thank you to everyone who turned out for this press conference today here at Tottenham. Thank you to Turkey Al Sheikh for putting this show on. Thank you to Netflix, Spencer, Frank, everybody who's been involved. Thank you to everybody. And I'm glad you asked that question. Sorry, Dr. Rakan as well is right here. Without this man, let me tell you something, without him, none of this would be possible. We spent hours and hours on the phone making this deal happen. Without this man here, he deserves all the credit he gets. Great man. Big shout out to my dad, because without him I wouldn't even be born. How about that? Right, back to your question. I think it's a very interesting question as well. Because why did I come back to boxing? Very interesting question, and there's only one answer to that. And the truth of the matter is, I came back for one reason only, and that's to make boxing great again. Since I retired for the 5th time, over a year ago, boxing for me has gone on a downward slope. It's become quite boring, and boxing is at its maximum potential when Tyson Fury is actively fighting. And I didn't say that, and AI, the cleverest AI on earth, said that, ChatGPT. So believe it. And I'm coming back to make boxing great again. Like Donald Trump wants to make America great again, I want to make boxing great again. And with me, I brought back the biggest streaming platform on earth, Netflix. First fight back, fighting at a 60,000 seat stadium. I bring a circus, I bring an entourage, I bring entertainment, I bring action, I bring cameras, I bring everything to the sport. And it's something that I'm so passionate about and love. You know, I was enjoying being retired. I made At Home with the Fury Season 2, which is about to air in April. I made a documentary on Netflix about my life, a biopic documentary. I travelled the world with my family, went on a few private jets, a few yachts, nice holidays, food. I was enjoying myself. But it comes to a point where you just want to go back to work. And my work will always be the fight game. No matter how old I am, people say, oh, well, you're 37. Well, let me just hit you with a few facts here. Archie Moore was 48-year-old when he defended his title and went 15 rounds and got up off the canvas 6 times. Roberto Duran was successfully fighting world champions in his 50s. So I think age it is what it is. I feel fresh, I feel good. And if I was on a decline, I'd say it. I'd be the first to say, you know what, I don't think I've got it no more. I won't box, but I don't feel as if I've lost anything. I feel like I'm in my prime still. I feel fast, I feel good moving, I feel everything's really good. I've been away in Thailand training, as everybody knows. It's been well documented all over my Instagram for the past however long. Rejuvenated. The sunshine makes you happy, makes you smile. And it knocks down your biological age. I I think I've knocked down 10 years on my biological age with sunshine and having a shave. For sure, I'm really looking forward to getting back in the ring. And April the 11th can't come soon enough. I'm in great shape. I've been training since I retired. I never stopped training. It's a part of my hobby. However, I've been really brutalising myself over in Thailand, doing a lot of old school stuff over the last 8 weeks, and I have another 8 weeks to go. So, like Frank pointed out, I'm in good shape right now, and I'll be in even better shape on April the 11th. And you know, Makhmudov, what do we know about him? I know he's a giant. He's bigger than he says he is. He says he's about 6'4", but I think he's about 6'8". He's a big man. Knockout puncher, 14 or 15 first round KOs. And they say, why did you choose someone so dangerous as Arsenbek Makhmudov? Truth of the matter is, if I fight a pudding, I don't get turned on by that. I have to fight somebody dangerous to make me want to even train, make me want to even take it seriously. So now I know I've got a dangerous knockout artist in front of me. I really will focus and get my teeth into the training camp. I'm looking forward to the event. I'm looking forward to coming here, putting on a real show at Tottenham. And most of all, I'm looking forward to punching his face right in, to be fair. It's been a while and I missed it. What better thing can a man do than punch another man's face in and get paid a lot of money to do it? It's like a dream job. You get to punch people's faces in and get paid a shit ton of money to do it. So I missed that. I missed it. I missed it a lot. And now we've got Big Makhmudov over there. I'm going to write him straight off completely. I'm going to make his face look like a butcher's block after about 4 rounds. Because I know he can't get out of the way of my punches. That's the fact. He's dangerous, I understand that. And everyone will be saying, you know what, you've got to really take this guy seriously. But he knows he's in there with a legend of a fighter. And when he gets in there on the night, he's going to realise how much of a legend I am. Because, you know, he fought over in Britain recently, and he fought Dave Allen and went 12 rounds. But Dave's me pal, the White Rhino. But if he thinks it's anything like that, that's like swimming in a garden pond and then trying to swim across the Atlantic Ocean in bad weather. It's totally different. And I'm looking to put on a show. I want an explosive knockout, and I believe I'm going to get that April 11th. I'm going to knock him spark out.
I might as well sit down. That was unbelievable. Vintage.
It's like a one-take wonder, wasn't it? You know,
you practiced that. Tyson, I've noticed a lot on your Instagram, from your socials. You've spoken a lot about being happy and feeling blessed. And a little bit of time away from the sport seems to have healed something there. Do you think that a happy Tyson is the most dangerous version of Tyson Fury?
Every day I wake up, I thank God for everything that I have, and everything that I am, and everything that I've become. Sometimes people forget to thank the Creator, and thank everything that we have, my family, my career, everything, friends. I've been so truly blessed over the years. And there's been quite a few moments where I've been down and out, wrote off, and I keep coming back. And like I say, this is my 5th comeback in as many years, I suppose. But you know, when you love something so passionately as I do, it's hard to let go. It's very difficult to let go. And after watching, I just watched my documentary for the full 2 hours backstage in between interviews and stuff. And the career that I've had, the roller coaster of emotions, up and down, the fights that I've had over the years, it makes me want to fight even more. Because I know how hard I have worked to get to this point. And to walk away with so much left in the tank wasn't never going to be. I was always going to come back, even if I didn't believe it myself. When I retired over a year ago, I really believed that I would never return to boxing. But having had a year off and experienced life and all the things that it has to give, I've learned that I'm so much in love with boxing that it's a part of me, no matter how old I am or will ever be, it'll always be a part of me. Just like Mike Tyson, he can never get it out of his system. He just had a fight at 60 years old, 61 years old. And I think boxing is the biggest addictive drug on earth, because any other drug you can go to rehab and get it out of your system. But the fight game, it never leaves you. It's always with you, now until forever.
You've spoken a little bit about healing, being happy and coming back to the sport. You said maybe you didn't think you would come back at one point. Obviously those 2 defeats to Usyk, what did you learn from those? How did that help you kind of come back in a different mindset?
What did I learn from those 2 fights? I learned that I'm a very good boxer, and I learned that you just got to flow with the punches and just take life as it comes, ups and downs. I said it a long, long time ago. It's not how many times you win or lose, or how many times you get knocked down or whatever, but it's about getting up and keep coming forward in a positive manner. No matter what life chucks at you, you must keep continuing to move forward. And, you know, I got that from a Rocky movie. But it's so, so true. There is never a tomorrow. You know, tomorrow's a myth. It's not a real thing. Today is what we have. Not yesterday, not an hour ago, not an hour forward. We have now. Tomorrow might not ever come. And I suppose the biggest turning point in this comeback for me was a tragedy that happened with Anthony Joshua. I was on holiday with my family in Thailand for Christmas, just to get away from the rain. Sick of the rain, it was depressing me. And then I hear all that bad news that's gone on. And I thought, you know what, life is very, very short and very precious and very fragile. And anything could happen at any given moment. And you should never put things off until tomorrow or next year or next week, because tomorrow is not promised to nobody. The Bible says tomorrow is not a gift. Tomorrow ain't promised. Tomorrow is a mystery. So we have to live for today. And me living for that day, I made my mind up there and then that I'm going to come back to boxing, because it's something that I love and I'm passionate about and that I've always been in love with. And there is no tomorrow to put it off to, so that's why I'm back today for this big fight.
Absolutely, and obviously we pray that Cena and Lance rest in peace. Now, how much pressure do you feel coming back with that mindset to win, but not just win, but win in good fashion? Because if you don't look convincing, the critics will say those big talks about the winner of Dubois, Wardley, redemption against Usyk, they all go out the window. So do you feel that pressure?
No, there's no pressure. I've got no oath to be taken. I don't hold any alphabetical title. Just me, having fun, something I've always done all my life. I don't feel pressure. I live for this shit. Even when I'm under pressure and I'm caught and I've been down, I still live for this shit. It's what I've always lived for. It's what I'll always continue to live for. And I thrive under pressure. And as for the critics, I'm sure Van Gogh had his critics, but I can't name any right now off the top of my head. Fuck the critics, who cares about them? They're just soft, sorry people who have to hate on other people who are trying to do something that they could only dream about doing. Probably having wanked in the bathroom about doing it. Well, when real men get in there and fight, and another idiots, armchair critics, slag off people who are doing something they can only dream about, then it's a sad, sorry state. So, does the lion care about the opinions of sheep? No, he doesn't. Who cares? I read a quote on Instagram recently, and he said, does the honeybee waste his time telling their flies that the honey is better than the cow shit? He doesn't. He just lets them crack on with it. And that's what I do. I crack on with my own business. I don't get involved with anybody else's, and I stick in my own lane. I'm not a big time investor. I'm not a property developer. I'm not a realtor. I'm not anything but a fighter. And that's what I'll always be. And that's why I'm back again, sticking in my own lane and doing what I always do.
I'm going to write down a list of these incredible quotes. I'm going to sell it on eBay for a lot of while. Absolute vintage Tyson. This is your first time fighting back in the UK since 2022 in this very, very stadium.
Has it been 4 years already?
Yeah.
Shocking how time flies, isn't it?
How good will it be to be back in front of 60, 70,000 British boxing fans?
It will be absolutely unbelievable. And I know my legion of fans will fill the stadium up, no problem. We boxed here in December, freezing our nuts off, out there, me and Derek Chisora for the heavyweight championship of the world. And everybody and his dog said, that won't sell any tickets. It's December, it'll be raining. But guess what happened, Frank? What happened? Sold out. And I anticipate another sellout and another epic fight here in Britain. It's unbelievable to be back. You know, I was away in Saudi for the last, what's it been, 4 years? Yeah, the last few fights have been over there, and to come back to the UK with Netflix, it's a dream come true to be back here at Tottenham. And I had a great win here last time, and I'm hoping to get another great win here again on April 11th.
It's live on Netflix, and Tyson is definitely Hollywood, let me tell you that. Now, your dad's been in the room, he's saying that he wanted to have more input into this camp, and you posted your weight on your socials, 18 stone 11 and 3/4 pounds, 17 pounds or so lighter than you came in for the Usyk rematch. One of his wishes was he wanted you to learn to move again, to be awkward, to be jerky, to be hard to hit. Is the weight a part of that, and is Thailand a part of that?
The weights is weights can be deceived. You know, I was about 18 stone 10 when I fought Usyk last time out, but I weighed in.
Help! I need